Hello, welcome to the Chef Ava Marie Happy Hour podcast. I am your host, Chef Ava Marie. Today we have a wonderful special guest of rising star chef who is made it from the qualifiers to the main stage at toc6. And he is going to join us very soon. But before we get the show started, I want to pay tribute to a boxing legend, um, um, George Foreman, who unfortunately passed away yesterday. He was the man behind the mean grilling machine. He was an icon among many others in the boxing world, but he created this culinary phenomenon. So we want to pay tribute to the boxing legend and the culinary philanthropist behind the grill master of the world. So thank you, George Foreman. So anyway, so if you guys have any questions about toc, anything about toc, put them in the comments, please. And we are about to get it started. We're just waiting for Carlitos to join. And we'll see if he's coming. Not yet. So, not yet. So we're just going to have to send him the link before he joins. So, hold on a second. So we're going to have a great time. So, I'm going to have a very busy month of competing in the National Cornbread Cook-Off, which takes place from April 24th and 26th. I will bring a guest in my honor, Deborah Lawson Cleveland. Very excited to be competing against 9 other competitors. So I'm going to bring some pupusas with mushrooms and green chili. So I'm very excited about that. So it's going to be in Tennessee. But anyway, so let me see where he is right now. So let me just hold on a sec. So I'm going to look for Carlitos, so sending an email. You should get the email message sent. I'm going to reply. So don't forget. Okay, hope he joins. So we just have to be patient while he joins. So any questions for me while we wait for the celebrity? So what's your favorite about toc? So let me know. If you ever watched the show, we actually had Tracy Shepos on in the past. She was an amazing competitor for season 4. She didn't win, but she was an amazing guest to talk about it. So I was able to interview her in the past episodes. So let me swing back to YouTube. I'm going to link that her episode here. Okay, I'm going to link back to Tracy's episode on YouTube. Okay. Okay, hold on. So hold on a second. He should be joining shortly, so look at the Tracy's episode. So, Chef Ava Marie Happy Hour. So, it takes some time. So anything else you guys are doing this weekend? Any plans? Okay. So, it's 10:03, so we're just waiting for him to come. So, okay. We're just waiting, so it takes time for people to come. Our guests haven't just showed up yet, so we've got to give them a moment. But my favorite cooking tip is be confident and be yourself, okay? And that's all you got to do, because I was born with an autism, and I just wanted to say, I'm truly a philanthropist in my world. The times we live in right now. So it's just been really hard, especially what's going on with Doge and everything. And we just have to come together, people. So just be kind to your people and just be respectful. Thank you. So anyway, so we're still waiting for Carlitos. So we just got to be patient, and I just got to reach out to her. Hope he responds. I hope he does. I just got to wait. It's not a waiting game, but we got to let him know it's coming. So, okay, so hope he joins. So, other words, so another favorite thing is, have you ever watched House of Knives with Scott Conan? That's another great show. It's with Sean Caesar and Poppy O'Toole. That's another great cooking competition show to watch on Food Network. They have 6 chefs competing for the throne. Oh, we got a message for Carl Lito. He will be there in 10 minutes, okay? That is great news. 10 minutes from now, so. And I'm going to say, okay. So 10 minutes, so he'll be there in 10 minutes, so. Let's keep the show rolling until he joins you, so he's running behind, guys. So we're going to pause for a second so I could take your question live, and I'm going to pause it for a minute, okay? Okay? So we're going to pause for a little bit, okay? How we're going to pause this, okay? So we're going to end this for a little bit until he joins, okay? Okay, I'm back, guys. So sorry for the delay. He'll be here in 10 minutes, so we just have to wait. So my top cooking tips are garlic is my #1 ingredient, and #2 is my sriracha soy sauce. And I love cooking with rotisserie chicken for pasta. But you have to remember, when you use the rotisserie chicken, you have to cook it to the bone because it gives a lot of flavor. But they always cook their chickens raw. Just there you go. Okay? You opt to cook it raw. So you got to make sure you cook chicken thoroughly, okay? And never use the skin of a rotisserie chicken for pasta. Because a coworker told me, Dad, the chicken from the skin is bad for you. So peel it off and just compost it. That's the #1 thing, okay? And then other things I'm going to tell my audience out there. Well, this summer I'm going to compete at the San Mateo County Fair once again. I will be entering 4 to 6 entries. Haven't decided which yet, but it's going to be delicious. So keep an eye on that. And then, we're also going to do monthly episodes of the Chef Ava Marie Happy Hour podcast going forward. And this will be the first edition with Carlos Anthony. So he will be one of the first. We're also going to have Wildflower Bakery coming in to join us. And then we're trying to get one more before we close for the summer. So that will be determined, okay? So, and then we'll start fresh in the fall. And he is going to be trying to get Chef Tila and Guy Fieri to recruit them eventually. So you have to, he wants to tell them about it. Because I actually know Chef Tila and Guy Fieri. So I met them in person. So he wants to tell them about this, and they will be very impressed. So Chef Ava Marie have actually come. So we're going to have a really good conversation in just a moment. So Yeah. So anyway, I also wanted to let you know that I got to go see Whitney Cummings at the Fox Theater in Redwood City. I gave her a copy of my memoir, 35 Years as the Autistic Chef in the Bay Area. I also want to give Chris Kattan a copy if he ever does a stand-up in the Bay Area. When he does, Chris Kattan, if you're watching, I will give you a copy of my a book of my memoir. You will get one, I promise you. So you're going to get one from signed by me to you and Maria. I promise you. Okay, it'll be signed by me. The little monkey in it, so it'll be cute. So anyway, so it's going to be a little sign. Okay, personal. So anyway, so we're still waiting for Carlitos. He's going to talk about his time on 24/24. He was the Food Network's hot list, among other chefs. He will talk about that very momentarily. And he was placed second with Marcel Vigneron. And he actually was a contender with Jet Tila, but he lost to Jet Tila. And he was on 24 versus, he was on many accolades. So you have to give him credit, that kid. So I do have a lot of questions to ask. There's going to be a lot to say. It's going to be big. So I hope he joins very soon. So, in other words, the California State Fair is another thing I'm going to do this year with my brother. Planning on doing the Postal Service cook-off with my brother. You know, my brother Frank is the Postal Service employee in the San Bruno region. So we might be doing that for San Bruno in the Sacramento area. So we're looking into that. So we'll keep you posted on that soon. So representing San Bruno division. So that's going to be exciting. So anyway, so that's all the culinary news I got. And then let's see what Carlos has to bring. So we'll just gotta wait for him. And then currently, what podcast do I listen to right now? I am into the Recipe Club with David Chang and Chris Ying. That's a #1 culinary podcast. I also love Katie Lee Joel's podcast from the Food Network's The Kitchen. She's interviewed chefs and celebrities. Love that it talks about what they eat on the day. And it kind of gets the deep knowledge of what they do. And she talks about family food. And then #3, if you want some laughter, you've got to check out Ideology Speaking to Chris Kattan. And that's on my #3 list of the radio. #4 is Fly on the Wall. You got to listen to the Friday show. So they do like pop culture, and they had Joe Exotic last Friday from the Tiger King. That one was funny, I find. So that was hilarious. They do like special bits. It's really good. David Spade, Dana Carvey. #5 on my podcast list I listen to is let's do I say Club Random is also a good one. And there's so many listed, but they're all great podcasts. Food and comedy come together. And then currently I've been listening to Hang with Amy Poehler and Chris Kimball's Milk Street Radio. And I also love Food Network Effect with Jamie Fire. He's the best in the biz. So those are my favorite podcasts I look up to. So anyway, so we're still waiting for Carlitos. I hope he's coming. Come on, Carlitos. You better be cooking. I know. There'll be time. He's got to pull up. Yeah. So I have 3 dogs, Dean and Sam. They are such beautiful beagle-licious puppies. I just love them so much. And I also have a Queen Gray Heeler named Bella Chick. She is the love of my life, and she's a lover. She just loves to bark, bark, bark. So, yeah, I just can't wait. So, enough of that. So, just gotta see where he stands. Yeah, that was like 10:05. So, now it's almost 10:15. So, we should be here any minute. So, we are predicting we should be coming. Yeah, so one more minute, and then we're going to get to the star of the show, our guest of the hour. It's going to be exciting. So, anyway, so we do have a new supermarket in Korea. It's going to be a ceremony coming up. It's called Jagaluchi. It's going to be the first ever Michelin star restaurant at the grocery store. So I highly recommend tourists and locals to check it out at the Shop Saramonte Center. It's going to be a place for celebrities and culinary influencers and comedians to dine at the high level in Korea. This is not H Mart. This is Jagaluchi. It's going to be the market in Korea town. So I will do some reporting there. So just be ready for some K-Town favorites. So hope our guest is coming. So we just gotta wait. So about patience, okay? I'm keeping you entertained while we wait for guest set. This is a big deal. So yeah. So here he is. We're still waiting for you. We're still waiting for you. That's good sign. So yes, I just put a note to Carlos, so we're still waiting for him. So he'll be there momentarily. So just gotta be patient, as we said, in show business. We gotta do that in show business, okay? So that's the way it is. So we're not gonna let things just fly over the wall. So yeah, that's right. So I never do that in any of the other words. So yeah, never do that. So so today after our interview with Carlos, I'm gonna go do some shopping at the farmers market. Then I'm probably gonna go to the bank and all that. So very excited. So I got some things I gotta do. So this is gonna be fun. And what are you guys doing today, fans? I hope you guys are doing some baseball training camp. I heard some people are doing some football, basketball with the kids. As I heard from some people. So that's a good weekend to start. So it's good to get the kids out and play. So anyway, so hold on. So okay. So anyway, so I'm recording live from the South San Francisco Library Park and Rec on the first floor. So that's where we're recording this broadcasting from. I am at one of the offices, so that's where we're recording from. Okay. So we're just waiting for our celebrity guest. So we just got to wait for him to join. So look at these murals, guys. This is so cool. We got these little spots. So good. So yeah, this is beautiful. Day of the art. Our guest is here. We got a guest. I don't know. We got a follower. He's excited. I'm not. Okay. The one I, okay, let me see what I can do. Okay. I think you see it, but let me do it. Okay. Okay, anyway, so we have a little hiccup. So this is the beautiful, like, we're just make sure he's okay. So just be patient, you guys. So this is the beautiful murals we have in the background, and this is the beautiful. Anyway, so we'll just move on. Yeah. So my mom and dad recently have are very proud of me what I've done. I will always dedicate this to them no matter what. So I love you, mom and dad. You will be proud of me for having me as first celebrity guest. I just want to make sure everything goes smoothly, and I'm going to be proud of myself. This might be an hour show, so just bear with me with a celebrity. This is high profile, so it's all going to go well, okay? But he's a little cocky, so just be cool. Yeah. Happy guy, yeah. Yeah. So, da, 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 da. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So today's guest is about to join. He is a well-known rising star chef. He was on 24/24. He was he had appeared on several TLC battles, and he actually appeared and placed second, and he was made on the Food Network Hot List. Can we give him a chef applause? Come on over. I hope you join us. Okay, here he is. Here's Carlito.
Hello!
Yes.
Sorry I'm late.
Nice to meet you, Chef. Welcome to the podcast.
Pleasure. Sorry, I was out wrangling steer. We've got ourselves a bunch of cows in Oregon, and
Oh my gosh.
out taking care of our cattle.
That's fantastic, Chef.
How are you? Wonderful to meet you. I'm so excited to do this.
I know. Nice to meet you. So I want to ask you a few questions since you're on my podcast. Finally, when did you start your culinary journey?
So, you know what? My culinary journey started at a very young age. I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandmother was the chef at home. She wasn't culinarily trained, but she always took care of us. You know, she was the last person to eat, and she always put so much love into the food. And that's something that has really stuck with me throughout my entire culinary journey.
That's fantastic. You went. Did you ever go? Did you go to culinary school while you worked for your grandmother?
You know what? I never went to culinary school, believe it or not. It's crazy. I know. I went to the University of Arizona for business marketing, and I was cooking during that time, and I discovered my love of food. You know, it's kind of re-inspired into me that what my grandmother raised me with, and I was cooking, and you know what? I made a decision at a young age in college to kind of throw everything out the window and move to California and become a chef. And I never looked back.
That's fantastic. And what culinary travels influenced your cooking? I know you like to travel. So what influences your culinary journey, as we might say?
You know, I'm a big eater. You know, I love to eat. I love to go places and eat. I'm so inspired by, I think, my peers. You know, I've spent most of my career in San Diego, where there is 100 of the most amazing chefs all in that area. So going to eat at my friends' restaurants, Cali down in San Diego is one of my
Yeah.
favorites. Skewered. That really inspires me to kind of be great. You know, you have all these
Oh, wow.
friends that are so incredible. So I'm always trying to be a little bit better, you know, be a little bit better, 1% better than the last day.
Good. And you were a business partner for Top Chef alum Brian Malarkey, who was serious business. Was he always serious business, or was he kooky to work with, a fun guy to work with?
Oh man, Brian Malarkey is so who Brian Malarkey is on TV is exactly who he is in person. He has not changed 1 ounce, 1 iota from the moment I met him. I'll tell you a little story. When I first met him, he had done Top Chef, and I was a big fan of Top Chef. And I found him on Facebook at the time and was like, man, I'd love to work for you. He was opening a restaurant in San Diego, and I interviewed with him, and I told him, I'm excited. I want to be a chef. I want to follow you. I want to do these amazing things. I want to take over the world. And he was like, buddy, relax, calm down. You're too much like me. I need you to, there's only one Brian Malarkey. I need you to relax. So from the moment I met him, from the moment I met him, we had a great bond and relationship, and we could tell that we were kindred spirits.
So he's a cool boss you ever had. That's cool.
He is amazing. He is so much fun, and he's passionate. Like, you know, that man, as much success as he's had over his career, he is the most passionate, most, extroverted person I've ever met. He's always trying to do the next thing, always trying to be the best at what he's doing.
Wow. There are some notable Top Chef alums, like Antonia. She wants to win, and she should have won last year with Jetila. Why did Monique win 2 times, which was a scandalous, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, just the talent level at Tournament of Champions is insane. And I think anyone that is there could win. You mentioned a few names. Antonia is one of the best culinary assassins we have in this business. And you know what it is that randomizer is the great equalizer.
Yes, it's different.
But I'll say that Monique's got a very special way about flavor. And she's able to control flavor in so many different ways. So no matter what the randomizer has, she is able to make something incredible that we would never think of. You know, I'm so in awe of those 2 women in particular, Monique and Antonia. Just their level of skill, what they've done for our industry has been really something special.
Wow, that's fantastic. When you first came to TOC, you won the challenge to Jetila. I think you lost. What happened from there?
Man, let me tell you. So this will be my 4th year on Tournament of Champions. In the last 3 years, I've lost to Jetila. Okay. So, and you know, I honestly, I think it's been really educational for me. Every loss that I've had, I've learned something about myself, about my cooking, and it's strengthened me. The thing about it is that Jetila is one of the best competitors we have. And, you know, he's another one just like Antonia that is due for this belt. But there's some young whippersnappers like myself who are saying, not this year.
You deserve it too, for the guys, you know?
Well, you know, I think that you battle enough of these people. It's really about when you're amongst greatness, you have to level up. So it's taken me 3 years just to feel comfortable in this arena. And now I feel like, you know, I could take on anybody. I will say I'm very happy Monique is not in it this year. Because
Tiffany or May. They don't need to. They're judging.
Thank goodness, right? Thank goodness.
And then they're all good girls. And Brooke Williamson, she's a sweetheart.
Oh my gosh, yeah, very kind. You know what's been great is that I have built relationships with these people. Every year we go, be able to spend time with these chefs to learn from them, to listen, has been really incredible.
Good.
You know, one of the chefs I loved was Shirley Shang.
Oh, she's okay.
You know, she's so intelligent, and the way she speaks about food, I over the last couple of years, I'll just sit next to her and listen because you know, she's one of the kindest people, and she has so much knowledge.
Yeah, God bless her, and also Tobias, because I heard he got shot recently.
Tobias, oh my gosh, yeah, you know, talk about a warrior. You know, was involved in a mugging, you know, a random act of violence against such an incredible human being. And to see, but you know, the thing about Tobias that I'll tell you is that if there's anybody that will come back greater, stronger, badder, it's Tobias. And he's the kind of person that I think takes adversity and it strengthens him. You don't wish that upon anybody, and I'm just so thankful that he's still doing well, because you know, he's a dear friend.
Good. What contestants do you think will be joining the qualifiers? Which new chefs what do you think would
Man, the qualifiers were good this year, huh? Like there were some good chefs.
She was sweet, a master chef.
Yes, I'll say this: both Sawyer and I, Jonathan Sawyer, came into the qualifiers as people that have been on TOC before. He's so incredible, and we looked at those other competitors as like, man, this feels like the main bracket. You know, Don Burrell was there that I went up against, was insanely good.
You took it down.
Yeah, and there was just a few people there that were just so good. I mean, I love Maria Maison, who's from my hometown of Tucson. Shout out T-Town.
Oh yeah, Maria, Top Chef alum. We know her.
But you know, I think the thing about it is that Guy has access to the best chefs in the world.
I know Guy because I met him twice.
He's another one, right? He's a character. He's a character. I love it.
I met his dog one time, Smokey. He was the sweetest little chihuahua you ever meet.
Oh yeah, so that one. He also got a little Cash, a little French bulldog that is.
Oh yeah, I never met that dog. I met his chihuahua though.
Oh, you did. That's so great. I'd love to bring my dog to these shows. Let me tell you.
I know they're very adorable. Yeah, you ought to meet hang out. Lucky more, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll skip to the next question. You also competed 24 along with Marcel Vigneron. We was I would like to do that with him as the runner-up. I know his father Marvin Levy of Gotham because he was friends with my friend Rebecca. I would like to do that.
Man, 24 was an experience. Unlike any other, it's not the physical fatigue, it's the mental. You get so strained, constantly thinking. Marcel was incredible to watch the entire time. He was professional. He was winning. He was cleaning his station. He was borderline too much, but I will say that second place is probably the hardest place to get after, you know. It's good. It's just you're so close. Yeah, you can taste it. You can taste the victory. And I just missed out. But in most competitions, I have a sense that I think that I won. And I'll say in 24, Marcel deserved it. Marcel deserved it.
He's the man.
He killed it. His food was incredible. His you know, just the way he carried himself throughout that entire competition was very special.
That's fantastic. So
sorry to interrupt you. Have you seen yet the new list of chefs for 24 too?
Yes.
So they have a new season that is going to be some of the greatest chefs ever. Stephanie Izard's there. Nini's on it. Kevin Lee. A lot of amazing chefs are on the newest season of 24 and 24. Coming soon.
Wow, that's fantastic. I hope they're going to be okay because they got to bring the A game, you know.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, you know, you'll notice they didn't invite anybody else to come back because I think one time is enough.
Yeah, they're going to be struggling. Stephanie she's going to be the next star. I know she's going to do well. You know.
Yes. I mean, talent all over the place.
I think talent and dedication.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm returning to toc6. I was really watching Toc6 with my brothers, Guillermo and Gavin. Can you explain a teaser, but no spoilers, please?
Yeah, no spoilers. You know, every year on TOC feels different. This felt bigger and badder than ever. I think having the East and West brackets mixed up really changed the game. So I think a lot of people can be very excited just to see different matchups. You know, I told you before, I went up against Jet Tila for 3 years. So now, hopefully looking down the line, if you look at the list, I wouldn't have to see him until the semifinals, which is a place I can see. I can see it in the distance. But, just
watching, yeah.
I think just being there is always such an honor. And I'm just so excited for people to see and watch what goes on this year, because I think it's going to be the craziest, wildest season of TOC yet.
I know, I'm excited because our episode airs tomorrow, which is at 5 p.m. Eastern time, which is pretty cool, and 8 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, I'm so very excited for tomorrow. We will be doing a really fun viewing party here at my restaurant in Oregon, Hawkeye and the Huckleberry Lounge, where I'm going to be recreating the dish that I made without all of the all the pressure and the time.
That's awesome for your customers. Good.
Yeah.
And then you did me on the Food Network Hot List 2025. How did that feel?
Whoa, I can't even believe it. I mean,
people happy food, the British royalty, and there's Gotham. Just to name a few.
Yeah, I mean, some incredible names on that list, and I'm just so honored to be on it. It's a dream come true. I know a lot of us, I'm sure yourself as well, are just we grew up watching these people. We grew up watching the Food Network and really looking up to these people.
Yeah, I love Emerald. Yeah.
And now it just feels like being a part of it. It's such a pinch me moment. It makes me feel incredibly honored and privileged. But the cool thing about the hot list is we got a lot more to prove. We're just getting going, and I'm so excited to do it. But I have so much more to show the world. I'm coming.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of the hot list, any new projects in the works while you've got the hot list honor?
Yeah, so a lot of things in the pot right now working. One of the biggest things is that the moving to Bend, Oregon. I have taken, I have most of our restaurants in San Diego. And I recently, with Brian, opened up a new restaurant in Bend, Oregon, where we have our cattle ranch, where we have this beautiful land. And so my focus has really been on this new wave into the Pacific Northwest. I'll tell you, for your podcast only, is that I am opening a restaurant in Portland as well at the end of the year. So spreading our wings. We're spreading our wings.
Yeah. So I have a friend named Salem, and she's the 28-17 World Seafood Champion, and she is and she actually takes care of special needs like myself.
Awesome. Well, we got to get you down here one of these days, or up here. When you go see your friend in Salem, you come stop by our restaurant in Bend, and I'll take extra special care of you.
Oh yeah, we will do that with her and Mark. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I would love to see you in this restaurant. I think that you would have an amazing time. I mean, look at this place. Look at this place.
Animal. That's what I'm talking about, like Guy Fieri would say.
Yeah. I love it.
Anyway, so we're gonna do a top five where we do with every guest on the show. This is what we do with every celebrity guest or everyday or influential. It's called the top five. So we're gonna go in 1, 2, 3. Favorite podcast you listen to on the everyday basis.
I love Table 5. An incredible one. A lot of our friends on the Food Network are on there. The host Lindsay is so sweet, and she really makes you feel at home.
Oh, favorite places to travel.
I'm obsessed with Mexico City. Mexico is just, it's really close to my obviously to my blood and to my family, and traveling down there is so much fun, and every time I go I learn so much.
Okay, favorite ingredient you cook with.
Oh my gosh.
Celebrity, yes.
Favorite ingredient, I'm gonna say dried chili, aguajillo, or the California chili. I love chili. I love the flavor of not just heat but of smoke, and it's a really big part of who I am as a chef.
Okay, favorite TV show.
You know what? I'll pull it out of Food Network for this one, but I love Survivor. Can we do a Survivor Chef edition? Is that possible? Because I would love it.
Chef Big Brother, maybe something like that. I could be Big Brother. I love that.
We would love that. Let's tell Guy next time we see him. We'll say, Guy,
culinary celebrity Big Brother. Come on.
Yes, it'd be so good. We'll stay at his house. We'll film the
Not
experience.
in the house. I love that because I just watched my mango in that. So I would totally do it.
Oh, how fun!
And then favorite go-to hot spot.
I'd say Portland right now. Portland, I think, is up and, it used to be an amazing food scene, and now it's really up and coming. And it's so great. There's an incredible chef, Gregory Gavitt's out there, who does such incredible thing, Top Chef alum. So there's some really amazing people, chefs, food, history out there that I really love.
Yeah. That's all I have for you. You were a great celebrity guest. So explain what else you have in the works before you let you go.
Yeah, you look out for me. I've got a couple of judging experiences. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but they're bringing back an old show that you might love, where we're competing against chefs. I don't even know if I can say this, but I'll tell you, that there's an old show where chefs are competing against each other, and I will be competing with Arti Sandoval. So hopefully there's some fun things to see on the Food Network, a couple of competitions, some judging. You never know where I'm going to be next, but look out for me in the Pacific Northwest. Come and see me.
We will do it. And make sure you tell your friends in the Food Network family, you got to check out Chef Ava Marie Happy Hour podcast. We need more viewers.
I love it. I will, you know what? I will post this. I will send it to all my friends. I really appreciate you having me on. Such an honor to be here. You're so amazing, and thank you for everything you do.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming on the show. And I want Guy Fieri and Tequila to see you. And this is going to be
I'll send it to them personally. I'll say you're the next guest.
They're the next guest. Thank you.
Well, Chef Ava, thank you so very much for having me. It's been an absolute honor.
You're welcome. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. 7 Central for this guy.
Fingers crossed. Fingers
Fingers
crossed.
crossed. Yeah.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. We'll see you in Portland.
We will. I'll work it out with Tim.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. That was Carlos Anthony. Wasn't that fantastic? So anyways, our next episode will probably be with the Wildflower Bakery. I will work it out with them. Until then, thank you for joining us for our Food Network special. As we always say, saucy to perfection and good eating.